All right, I'm about to try Cali Audio LP-UNF for the first time. You can see how it looks compared to the IN5 right above it. So there's a size comparison from the side. Yeah, it's considerably smaller. They're not tiny, but they're small. And I have them connected directly to my iPad Pro using USB-C. Just gonna listen to some music and see how it sounds. Checking for bass. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is crazy. So, 4.5-inch drivers. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's the main thing. With small speakers, you can't expect too much bass, but DSP, man, that's what it's all about. I'm sure they DSP the crap out of these. And yeah, it shows.
So it's been a few months since I made a video. As you can tell, I've been on vacation, just spending time with the family. But I hope you enjoy this video. If you don't have time to watch it, just know that these are some of the best speakers, these Cali LP-UNFs. These are some of the best affordable speakers, under 300 bucks. And there's nothing much more to say about them except they sound very accurate. They have a lot of functionality. You can use USB-C if you don't have an audio interface and just plug them directly into your computer, iPad, phone, and start using them just like that. And Bluetooth if you'd prefer to just stream to them. And they have more advanced connections. What I'm looking for in these types of speakers is good sound and EQ ability, just in case they don't have the best sound out of the box. Fortunately, these do, so you probably don't even need to use something like my Magic Beans app, except for maybe the bass region where it depends on the room, but high frequencies, I would say that these are already excellent out of the box.
Today we're going to be talking about the Cali Audio LP-UNF, which is a powered monitor speaker, very small speaker. I've reviewed many other Cali Audio products in the past, and I like them all. This one is not an exception to that rule. In this video, we're going to be talking about the design and usability, the connectivity, and how easy it is to use. Of course, we're going to talk about sound quality and overall performance capability of this speaker. So this is a pretty small speaker, which means for most people, this will fit nicely on your desk. You won't have an issue like you might with some bigger studio monitor speakers. You'll also notice the unique shape of this thing. Some people don't like the way it looks. I don't mind too much, but it does help with the sound, which we'll talk about later. These also have rubber feet on the bottom, which keep them from sliding around. It also helps to keep the speaker from resonating on the desk itself. The rubber feet on the front are slightly taller, which helps elevate the speaker slightly and point them directly towards your ears. I was surprised to see that the front is touch sensitive, which means that you can control the volume up and down. You can mute the speaker, but also change and pair to Bluetooth mode. On the back, you'll notice various connectivity options, one being from one speaker, the active speaker with the amplification, to the passive speaker, and it uses this Phoenix connection, which is important because it has 4 wires, meaning that it is bi-amplified. That means that there's amplification specifically for the woofer as well as for the tweeter, which is helpful because you have an active crossover for both. The downside is they're using this Phoenix connection, which I'm not in love with because it's rather stiff and I find that it's easy to kind of pull out. But one positive is that you can use a longer cable if you wanted to. You'd have to unscrew this and kind of make your own, but it's possible to do that. The main reason I don't like this type of connection is because it doesn't have that satisfying click to let you know that it's in there. You kind of have to just push it in and hope for the best. So regarding sound quality, I've measured these and they measure excellently with regards to on-axis and off-axis response, as well as the directivity, which is pretty much the best I've seen at this price point. The reason for the odd shape is that it does improve the directivity of the speaker, and that makes the speaker more EQable. They did use DSP to EQ the speaker to give it the best possible sound out of the box. And my experience with it is that it sounds just as it should, right? And that's actually a big compliment because if you're mixing, mastering music, you don't want it to add or color the sound. You just want it to sound exactly how it's supposed to sound. And this does that. So as far as vocal clarity, treble response, all of that just sounds excellent. The surprising thing is how much bass you get out of these small speakers. You wouldn't expect this type of bass response out of a speaker this small, but they managed to do it. I've used these in various situations, near field, at a desk. I've used them outdoors and on my patio, and they sounded good in both situations. A noisy amplifier is one of my pet peeves, so the fact that the amplifier itself is quiet means that I'm happy. I mentioned that the bass was already good on these, but if you add their WS 6.2 subwoofer, That enhances the sound even further, adding to more bass response, and that is a review in itself. So as far as performance, this thing is just awesome. The wave guide on the front, as I explained, helps with the directivity. Their signature port, which looks like a smile to me, did its job because I didn't hear any port chuffing when playing something with heavy bass. I keep reiterating how important directivity is because it's not something that a lot of people focus on, but I find that these can stand up next to some speakers that are much more expensive, like some Genelec, some Neumann speakers, and even some KEF speakers. They all have great directivity, but they're also much higher in price compared to these. At under 300 bucks, these are a great value just from a sound quality standpoint. The connectivity is there. You have TRS, RCA, you have USB-C, as well as Bluetooth if you want to just stream music to them. So I think this is a great investment for somebody who just wants some great desktop speakers. If you're a musician or someone who wants to mix and master music, movies, etc., these are a very good set of speakers to start with. I only say start with not just because they can't be your speakers that you use long term. It's just that you may want to get multiple of these if you're going to mix in Atmos, things like that. Probably a good idea to add that sub if you want that deep bass extension as well. I probably wouldn't recommend this for a living room situation, somewhere where you need more output, because these don't get extremely loud. They get loud enough for a small to medium sized room. At a distance, you probably want more if you want to bump these louder. I do have to say that Kali Audio did send these out free for the purpose of this review. They didn't get to watch this prior, and I'm able to say whatever I want about them. So let me know what you guys think of these speakers. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. And if you want other videos that are similar, click up here. Thanks for watching.